Hello and welcome to the second part of this video tutorial on present simple in English. In this video tutorial, we're going to talk about negative forms and questions. Hopefully, you get something out of it. Let's see. Before we talk about questions and negative statements. It's a good idea to talk about auxiliary verbs and define what they are. They are not common in Spanish. I don't know if they exist in Spanish. The point is that an auxiliary verb does not carry any meaning. An auxiliary verb just tells you in which tense the sentence is supposed to be. Let's see if we can make sense out of that. We have a sentence like first one on the slide, Messi plays soccer. Right now, each word has a meaning. Messi is obviously Messi, play is the verb jugar, and soccer is football, right? So it's like Messi jugar football. That makes perfect sense. Second sentence, not so much. We have again, same thing, Messi plays soccer, we know what they mean, but the first word, does, that doesn't have any meaning, all right? But it's very important because what that word is telling you is that I'm talking about Messi in the present. I don't care, or the question is not about whether he played soccer when he was a kid or he's gonna play soccer next Sunday or next year or in 20 years time. It's not about the future, it's not about the past. I don't care about future or past. I care about present, and that's my question. And that's the reason I have does. And it's very important. If you don't have an auxiliary, the person does not kind of know which tense you're talking. Similar thing happens in a negative statement. In Spanish, it's enough to add the word no to the sentence and you make it negative. That doesn't happen in English. In English, you need an auxiliary and you need the particle not. And sometimes you can come up with contractions. And, well, sometimes they are not necessary, but depends actually on you. Let's see what I'm talking about. So here we have a chart that contains pretty much what everything that I was trying to explain. Right. So first column we have affirmative sentences. We have the verb go. I hope you remember the first tutorial. In affirmative statements, normally we keep the verb as it is, except in third person singular with he, with she, with it. We need to add something to the verb. Sometimes it's letter S, sometimes it's letters ES, and sometimes it's letters IES, right? Now, if we look at negative statements, they are very different. Look at the verb. The verb go doesn't change. It's always go, 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 go. Doesn't really matter if I'm talking about third person singular. And I have my friend the auxiliary do, right? Combined with the particle not. I can contract it and say don't, or I can just say do not, right? But in third person singular, it changes to does. So instead of using do, I use does, all right? And obviously, if I want to use contractions, I say he doesn't, she doesn't. I just use the word doesn't. And questions, well, questions are special in English because usually you have to switch a couple of elements. In this case, well, for example, if you look at the second question, the question is do you go? The question is not you do. The question is do you? And that's very important. Word order is very important in questions in English. All right, and I have to keep it. The auxiliary comes at the beginning. Obviously, the same rules applies as in negative statements. Where I use do in negatives, I use it in questions. And the same goes for does. So that's it. And notice also that the verb remains the same in all cases. In all cases, I have the verb go as it is. So what? That's the theory. Let's do a few exercises. So here I got a bunch of sentences in present. They are all affirmative sentences. Your job is to pause the video and try to make those sentences negative. Let's see how you do. Class, hopefully you got something like this. Uh, Basically, you had you had to decide whether you were going to use verb do or verb does. And the contractions, remember, they are not mandatory. You decide if you want to use them or not. Hopefully you didn't fall for the traps I set on sentences number 3 and number 9, where I didn't have a normal verb. What I had was verb to be, right? So verb to be, remember, is always special. If you still have problems with verb to be, go and watch my tutorial on verb to be, and that's it. The sentences on number 3 and 9 should read something like, it is not boring, or it isn't boring, and I'm not late. Nothing like it doesn't be or anything like that. No. Now let's do questions, and these are the exercises. So I got a bunch of words. I need to arrange them properly, and I need to add the correct auxiliary verb, whether it's do or does, to make questions. Right? So that's your job. Let's pause the video and try to arrange all of these words into coherent questions. Class, hopefully you ended up with something like this, and you added does when it was necessary and do when it was necessary as well. And again, there was a trap on sentence number 6 where I had verb to be again, and obviously that's not possible to combine with do or does. I cannot say anything like do you be from Paris or anything like that. I cannot say that. It's supposed to be are you from Paris? Well, so that's it for today. As usual, I hope you got something out of this video. If you still have questions, or if you got problems with present simple, you just gotta Google present simple exercises, affirmative sentences, questions, negatives, whatever, and you get tons and tons of stuff that you can work on, so you can become experts in this. Bye.